Greetings once again, my friends, my fellow modelers, my fellow historians, my fellow lovers of everything interesting, and in this particular video, fellow lovers of Clint Eastwood. If you guys know anything about my channel, you know how much I love sharing my passions with you guys, whether it's Star Trek, the RMS Titanic, just all kinds of history, ocean liners, things like that. Well, I actually got a fantastic birthday gift from my wife. Knowing that I love Clint Eastwood, what's really interesting is after all these years, the only Clint Eastwood video that I have is a special edition of The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. I love it. That's my favorite, I think, out of all of them. But what my wife got me, she got me a really big surprise. My birthday, today's my birthday, and she made breakfast for me, I got my coffee, and she gave me a package with all kinds of Clint Eastwood movies in it. What I want to do is, I want to take this time, I want to thank her very much, let her know that I love her, and I want to share them with you guys. So, if you're a Clint Eastwood fan, you got to check out these DVDs. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoy the video. Okay, let's check this out. I absolutely love Clint Eastwood ever since I was a kid. I'm not really a huge Cowboys fan of films, you know, the cowboy and Indian kind of thing, but I've always loved the Westerns with Clint Eastwood. Just loved them all. So let's check this out. First one we'll look at, it's the Clint Eastwood collection, and this has A Fistful of Dollars. For a few dollars more, The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, and Hang 'em High. And this is MGM. You can see a picture of the man with no name in his poncho with his cigar. Classic, absolutely classic. Let's see, this is the DVD. Clint Eastwood collection. Looking at the back, you can check out the pictures, and it's got a little bit of info, so let me adjust the light so it's not in the shot. Yeah. First-time Oscar winner Clint Eastwood is synonymous with excellence, subtlety, and versatility. Yet with his piercing blue eyes, steel jaw, and calm, occasionally predatory demeanor, Eastwood is probably still most adored as cinema's quintessential tough guy. For these 4 acclaimed westerns, Eastwood draws characters that are measured, dangerous, and inescapably entertaining. So taking a look at A Fistful of Dollars, this is just an amazing movie. Eastwood is at his intimidating best in the first installment of the landmark trilogy as the iconic Man with No Name. He pits rival smuggling gangs against each other in this gritty western filled with tongue-in-cheek humor. You see a picture of that. As we go along, I will put up pictures of the movies that I'm referencing. If I can, I will put up video clips if I can, but everything is subject to copyright. Next one is For a Few Dollars More. This keen-eyed bounty hunter in a bloody trail with the territory's most treacherous bandit. The Man with No Name, Clint Eastwood, must either team up with a ruthless rival, Lee Van Cleef, another awesome actor, or face certain death from the band of murderous outlaws. And I know the pictures are pretty small. The next, I think, is one of my personal favorites, if not my most personal favorite. If you go on just the times I've watched it, The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, I just love that film. In the beloved, iconic final offering of the films featuring a man with no name, the poker-faced loner, Clint Eastwood, forms an unlikely alliance with two gunslingers, Lee Van Cleef, who was Angel Eyes, and Eli Wallach, which was Tuco, to pursue a fortune in gold amidst war-ravaged terrain. And it's really kind of brilliant how they put the grave in an unmarked grave, and it's right next to the name Arch Stanton. The next one is Hang 'em High, another awesome movie. One of the parts of the film that kind of bothers me a little bit is Alan Hale is in the film. And a lot of you people, if you're not familiar with the name Alan Hale, he was actually the skipper on Gilligan's Island. And of course, I grew up with Gilligan's Island, and I'm very fond of the skipper. And to see him get arrested at gunpoint where he's going to be hung, it's just kind of disturbing. Anyway, this one is Hang 'em High. Mistakes for a murder rustler, a man, Clint Eastwood, is left to die at the end of a rope. Narrowly escaping death, however, he becomes a deputy and one by one tracks down the men who tried to kill him. And then there is a bunch of information on the bottom, but it's just way too small. I'm trying to find a release date for you guys, and I can't see it in this part anyway. So why don't we go ahead, I'm going to open it up for you guys. I had already started it a little bit. So it's got the little plastic tabs. There we go. When you open it up, you can see it's got the movies, Fistful of Dollars, and it shows the cinema information for a few dollars more. Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, and Hang 'em High. And the video discs, pretty basic. They got the name. This one is for a few dollars more. Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. And finally, Hang 'em High. So that is the first one. So we'll put this aside, and let's take a look now at the second collection. Remember, not only is Clint Eastwood amazing for all of the westerns, but remember, he did the Harry Callahan too, the Dirty Harry, which is a whole other cool batch of films from Clint Eastwood. This one is titled Clint Eastwood Collection 50, celebrating 50 years of filmmaking, and this is volume 1. The movies in this have The Mule, American Sniper, The Mule is a little more recent, American Sniper, Gran Torino, and Sully. And this includes digital code for the new docuseries over 2 hours celebrating Clint Eastwood. So I'm going to definitely get that. Looking at the sides, you can see Clint Eastwood 50, and this is volume 1. So when we look at the back, you can see Clint behind the camera. I think that's a behind the camera kind of thing. Clint Eastwood, producer, director, actor, composer, writer, and filmmaker. So the first one listed is The Mule. Earl Stone, which is Clint Eastwood, is a broke man in the 80s. Is offered a job that simply requires him to drive, but unbeknownst to Earl, he just signed up as a drug courier for the Mexican cartel. The next one is called American Sniper. A U.S. Navy SEAL, Chris Kyle, played by Bradley Cooper, is sent to Iraq with only one mission: to protect his brothers in arms. His pinpoint accuracy saves countless lives on the battlefield. And that was a really good film as well. The next one they have is Gran Torino. Disgruntled Korean War vet Walt Kowalski, Clint Eastwood, sets out to inform his neighbor, a young Hmong teenager, who tries to steal Kowalski's prized possession, his '72 Gran Torino. And there's a couple of reasons why I'm partial to this film. I love Clint Eastwood, and one of my first loves, her name was Bonnie, and she actually was my 1976 Ford Gran Torino, and I loved her very much. If I can find it, I will put a picture of her up to show you guys. The next movie they have listed is Sully, and I haven't seen that one yet. The story of Captain Sullenberger, played by Tom Hanks, who became a hero after gliding his disabled plane into the frigid waters of the Hudson River, saving the lives of all 155 passengers. Now remember, these also, the films are in with his name because he was the director. So he might not necessarily be in this film, but he did direct it. And you can see some photos that I'll try to put up. It'll look better magnified. And I'm trying to see if there's a release date here for you guys, and I can't find it. But anyway, we'll go ahead and we're going to open it up. And with this one, I'm not going to just rip the plastic off. I like to keep the plastic on, especially with the sticker that it has on the front. So I'm going to go ahead and open it up this way. And we'll run it along the side, just like that. This way here, everything stays in great condition, the box, and we get to keep the plastic wrap. So this comes out this way. Oh, come on, Clint. All right. You can see some of the pictures they have on the cover. We got the mule, really good movie. American Sniper. I don't remember seeing that one. I don't remember. We got Gran Torino. That was a really good movie, and you can see her right there. The 72 is different from my 76. And we have Sully. I'm looking forward to looking at that film because I haven't seen it yet. So, again, we look at the back and we have more photographs from the films, 4 film favorites. And let's see. Again, I don't see a release date, but that's okay. All right, opening it up, you can see we have, oh, this is different. I never saw them do this before. They kind of stacked everything on one post. So let's take them all out. So we have the mule. We've got Sully. Actually, Sully and Gran Torino, excuse me. And then we have American Sniper on top. And that is volume 1 of the Clint Eastwood 50th anniversary collection. All right, so let's put that over there for now and put that in front of the cards. Okay, now the next one up. Oh, let's do volume. Okay, this is volume 3. Clint Eastwood collection celebrating 50 years of filmmaking. And we've got Dirty Harry, Magnum Force, The Enforcer, Sudden Impact, and The Deadpool. Again, this is Warner Brothers. Volume 3. So looking at the back, Clint Eastwood, producer, director, actor, composer, writer, and filmmaker. Dirty Harry. Ask yourself one question. Do I feel lucky? Well, do you, punk? Clint Eastwood knocks the movie world on its ear as Harry Callahan, a San Francisco cop, on the trail of the Scorpio killer. In this trend-setting film, and that was just really a cool movie. Did he fire 6 shots or only 5? Love it. Then we got Magnum Force. Callahan defies vigilante cops in his counterpoint to Dirty Harry, an action bullseye that has him taking dead aim at the most powerful handgun in the world. A .44 Magnum and blow your head clean off. All right, I'll stop with the impressions. Then we have Sudden Impact. A new partner helps steer Callahan in the right direction as a rogue cop chases a ritualistic killer in a rural Northern California town, resulting in a head-on collision of good versus evil. And it seems like that movie just came out, but man, we're talking, what, I think the 80s? The Dead Pool, an underground betting pool, contains the names of the people recently murdered. As Dirty Harry Callahan investigates, he discovers his name is actually on the list. And this is not authorized for sale or rental outside of the US and Canada. And I don't see a date. So why don't we go ahead and we're going to do the same thing. We're going to take this out of the plastic, just like we did for the other one, preserving the plastic, although there's no sticker on this one. But this does a couple of things. The preservation of the box, because you guys know it always seems like when you have an older video, the corners always get kind of crunchy and messed up and crushed. Okay, let's put that over there. Look at that. Dirty Harry, the man. 5-film collection. Dirty Harry, Magnum Force, The Enforcer, Sudden Impact, and The Dead Pool. This is going to be a great binge watch. DVD. And looking at the back, are these the same photos? Yeah, these are the same photos that were on the case, on the box. And you can see the movie info. So when you open up this DVD, it's the same thing. These are all kind of held in place. And again, I've never seen them all go onto one before. So this one has 2 films. This one has Dirty Harry and The Enforcer. This one has Sudden Impact as well as The Dead Pool. And lastly, we've got Magnum Force. And this was volume 3. So let me see, let's move the UV flashlight. I'll put this up over here. And the last one that I got, volume 5, and this one is a little more meatier. So this one includes Kelly's Heroes, which is one of my absolutely favorite films. Where Eagles Dare, another great World War II film. The Outlaw Josie Wales. We got Pale Rider, another great movie. Heartbreak Ridge, I don't know if I've seen that one. Unforgiven was great. Dirty Harry was wonderful. City Heat, Gran Torino, just like the one that was in the other one, and American Sniper, again a repeat, but this one is volume 5. You can see Clint on the label. And let's see, I think that's from, could be Pale Rider, or it's probably from Unforgiven right there. And you can see the all the ratings for the films, and this is just the information for each film. All right, let's go ahead and we're going to open this one up now. All right. Ooh, there's a lot in here. Okay, so there are a couple. These probably should have went over there. So the first one we have is Where Eagles Dare, and that's a really great movie. I actually I had forgotten about that. World War II kind of film, the setting. Let's see, the next one is again one of my all-time favorite Clint Eastwood films, Kelly's Heroes. Every once in a while you still see all of these on television. Moving on, this would be The Outlaw Josie Wales. Then we've got Pale Rider. Nice. Heartbreak Ridge. And again, I don't think I've seen that movie. We've got The Unforgiven, which is really awesome. I remember the excitement when that came out. And incidentally, this had come out the same time Metallica had released the Black Album, and they had The Unforgiven. I don't know if there's any connection to that. Dirty Harry. We got City Heat. That was a really good movie. Oh, and the last two, again, fell off. They don't want to stay on these. So we've got Gran Torino. Yeah, it's... And lastly, we've got American Sniper. So those two films are repeats, but that's okay. Gran Torino and American Sniper were on Volume 1. So this is Volume 5. So all the films that I've gotten, let's total them up. So we've got, let's see, Dirty Harry, Magnum Force, The Enforcer, Sudden Impact, The Deadpool, Fistful of Dollars, For a Few Dollars More, The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, Hang 'em High, The Mule, American Sniper, Gran Torino, Sully, Kelly's Heroes, Where Eagles Dare, The Outlaw Josie Wales, Pale Rider, Heartbreak Ridge, Unforgiven, Dirty Harry. Oh, we already said Dirty Harry. And we said Gran Torino and American Sniper. Okay, and Magnum Force. Let's see, Sudden, and The Deadpool. No, okay. So we've got 20 films, because some of them are repeats. So we got 20 films of the great classic Clint Eastwood from the early days, which made me fall in love with Clint Eastwood. And then we go on to the Dirty Harry era, which, I mean, how cool is that? And we go into the creative side of Clint Eastwood with the director. So I just wanted to share this with you guys. See, if you guys watch my channel, you know I got a passion for Titanic, Star Trek, history, models, guitars. There's so many things. And I love sharing my passions with you guys. And Clint Eastwood is another one of my passions for his films. And when my wife gave me this for my birthday, I just lit up. I just love Clint. And oddly enough, I didn't really have anything. I think the only thing that I have is a special edition of The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. And that's it. All the movies that I do have, I ended up recording on VHS, like off the TV. So now I've got them all. And I am really looking forward to checking out the docuseries. That's going to be so much fun. So my friends, I thank you so much for watching. Thank you for all the support and the kind words. And until my next video, I'll talk to you soon.